I was hoping for that. Thanks for coming, madam. Last winter, I danced naked in a snowstorm. I won't be doing that again in a flurry. And I've just got back from Buckingham Palace, where I was refused permission to walk the Queen's dogs, as I'm not Corgi registered. But while I was down there, I bummed one of the princes. Yeah, I won't be doing that again in a hurry. Do you know, I told that joke recently to absolute silence. Not one laugh at all. Admittedly, it was the royal variety. Some people got no sense of humour, that's what I thought. Mind you, the Queen, she's been on the throne for 64 years, and you'd have thought by now somebody would have been out of queue with the constipation, wouldn't you? Anyway, I'm married. I know it's hard to believe. But me and the wife haven't been getting on very well recently. And I wouldn't say my wife was grubby, but somebody wrote on her back, "I wish my van was as dirty as this." And I accused her of stealing cement. I mean, I had no proof. Well, nothing concrete, anyway.
Oh. Dear.
And we had a massive row, which, I mean, I'm going to talk about really full-on violence, although on the plus side we had some lovely make-up sex, although that did embarrass the poor girl behind the cosmetic counter.
How much wine have you had?
But, it's not all bad. I mean, we've got a 1-year-old son. Well, he's 18 months old now, but he was 1 when I wrote this joke. And we had him measured for his first pair of shoes, and he was a size 4G. Which meant that he could also pick up a really good mobile phone signal. And we decided, as we weren't getting on too well, that we'd watch all of Sylvester Stallone's boxing films. Yes, we were going through a Rocky patch. But it's not all been bad. I mean, for instance, last week we had some lovely morning sex. Yeah, although it did upset the other people at the funeral. So I decided to take her on holiday as to say sorry. So I took her to the capital of Libya, and I heard it was a bit dangerous. I thought I'd better check the reviews online. I had a look on Tripoli Advisor. That's the capital of Libya, Wayne, in case you're confused. And she said to me, "Would you like to go to South Africa to visit the baby llamas?" I says, "Okay, I'll pack a bag." And I was riding my bike around Germany with a man sat on the handlebars, because somebody told me it was illegal to cycle without a helmet. And I was in Amsterdam. I've done a lot. I was in Amsterdam where I slept with a Dutch prostitute who insisted on paying half, because that was nice. But it did remind me of the time I had a bad experience with a prostitute. But on the good side, it did have a happy ending, which is absolutely what I paid for. Is happy. I'm not going to explain a happy ending. And back in England, I was arrested for saying hello to somebody at a holiday camp because nobody told me that the government had banned legal hidey-highs. Yeah, anyway, turn the page again. Yep, I'll get on that. Yeah, I've got a friend of mine who's really good at chopping down trees. What a fella. And I've got a female jockey friend who told me to put all of my money on a horse she was riding called Roll Up Cigarette, but I didn't have enough tobacco. My Jamaican friend told me to always cook with a Caribbean banana. Talk about plantain ideas in my head. And yes, that's friends. Yes, they've made a film about the history of Tampax. Yes, it's a period drama. And there's been a lot of excitement recently about the new Star Wars trailer. In fact, a lot of blokes were so excited they had to get their lightsabers out for a Han Solo. Even my wife was excited because she asked me to lay her. The Anthill mob never won. I'm testing your ages on this one. The Anthill mob never won the wacky races on account of the fact that their female passenger always wanted to pull over for a piss. They hated Penelope's pit stops. I can't stop watching the Lord of the Rings films. Well, it's a hard habit to break. And last week I made a complete mess of rescuing the A-Team. But on the plus side, I did manage to save face. You have to suspend your disbelief on this one, because Fred Flintstone's best friend Barney has been chosen to be on this year's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And they're going to nickname the programme The Rubble in the Jungle. Jennifer Aniston was recently refused permission to go into a New York nightclub by a bouncer who hated her character in Friends. She's now suing him for racial discrimination. I recently tried to sue a makeup company, but the judge told me my claims had no foundation. This one for you, Wayne, and any other Sheffield Wednesday fans, because now apparently you're not allowed to take your own salt and vinegar into Hillsborough. But Wayne's all right because he's got a seasoning ticket. The Seven Dwarfs, I'm laughing, I know these, they're funny. The Seven Dwarfs have been banned from the Olympics due to a Disney-sponsored dopey scandal. Today is National Pizza Day, although last year's was so good, this year's isn't expected to top it. I tell you, when I wrote that joke, then I booked a holiday to Hawaii. I can't think why. I'll turn the page again. She's going well, this is. Oh yeah. A man was arrested on suspicion of illegally building a wall across a river. Yeah, the police say they have damning evidence. And I was arrested on suspicion of armed robbery, and I think the police thought I was taking a piss out of them, because when they asked me what I was doing at the time of the robbery, I says I was at home watching a programme on the Alibi channel. Yeah, think about that one. I thought about that, and I thought I'll tell it anyway. I have a Chinese friend who likes nothing more than cooking all day and then partying all night. Yes, it's walk hard, play hard. These are all getting random now because I'm struggling, because one of the problems I've had this is only my 10th gig actually. I'm in double figures thanks to you, Wayne. Cheers. So I'm having trouble remembering things, hence the paperwork, and I'm doing him in a bit of a random order, so please forgive me. I was really chuffed when I passed my back of the boat exam, especially as it was a stern test. And then when I passed my front of the boat exam, my examiner said, take a bow. And I don't know why I failed my gynecology practical, I just can't put my finger on it. Oh yes, I was recently offered an unexploded bomb for £1. That was an offer I couldn't defuse, I'll tell you. And all day I've been frantically trying to find a bloke called Kelp, because people keep telling me, Rory, you really need to see Kelp. I think that's what they meant anyway. I stopped my sister, rather, was trying to steal all my farm machinery. Luckily, I tracked her. Cheers, I've got a cheering section as well. I was in their college and I asked my tutor, when are we going to learn about synagogues? He says, you'll find out in due course. And I always thought, speaking of exam results, that Oral B was a really good exam result in a sex education exam, which would also give new meaning to the term head teacher. Some musicians here, a few musical puns for you. I'm determined to get over with my obsession with Blondie, one way or another. Speaking of the aforementioned problems with the wife, I didn't endear myself too much at our anniversary last month, when all I bought her was a Chaz and Dave CD. Ever since then, it's just been rabbit, 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 rabbit. Although she did get her own back, clipped around the ear and went, Gotcha! And I thought to myself, there ain't no pleasing you. I wasn't sure how that one's going to go, that's good. A little known fact about Engelbert Humperdinck. He's a dab hand in martial arts. He has a black belt in Taekwondo, Kwando.
Old people get that one.
Yeah. Madonna came up to me last week. She said, Rory, because she knows me, she said, what's that bit of material? No, that's no, it's going to be the end. What's that bit of fabric hanging out the back of your jeans? I said, that's just some material, girl. My wife says to me, why are you obsessed with Bruce Hornsby in the range? I said, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. He turns the page again. Fergal Shark, his internal organs are knackered, but on the bright side, he's got a good heart. This morning, again, I'm going to test your age on this one. I was thinking of watching an episode of I was thinking of watching an episode of The Littlest Hobo. Maybe tomorrow. A German friend of mine was rushed to hospital recently with food poisoning after eating a dodgy sausage. I checked on him, but he's over the first. And speaking of my rap sheet, I was arrested for being given some knocked off German bread. I was arrested for receiving stolen goods. I was in the chemist earlier on. I wasn't sure what to get for my eczema, but I didn't want to make any rash decisions. I wrote that joke from scratch. I'm pleased with that. I was quite busy this morning. I was chopping up a load of small onions. Yes, I had shallots to do. And a similar joke to that, I was making baggy women's trousers. I had culottes to do. And tomorrow, I've got a lot of friends. I'm doing my Rastafarian friend's hair. Dreading it. The comedy gods are thinking, don't use your notes, Rory, that's what that's all about. From now on, surgeons are obliged to use fluorescent orange thread in operations. The suture's bright. I've got the problems with my golf game down to a T. I was, I don't know what Mark could get for that joke. 4! Probably. Just come up with that. I'm flying. Oh, yeah. Yes, hang on. I was flying. Yeah, this morning I was punched in the face by a vicar. I was godsmacked. That was it. I was thinking a punchline for that one. And if you were to receive an email from heaven, would that be a godsend? Last week I was punched in the face by a female shop assistant in Debenhams at the fitting rooms because I misunderstood the sign on the wall saying "try it on." Okay, I think that's it actually. What do you mean good? Oh no, I missed my best joke. This is my newest joke. This is so. Actually, I got a bit of. I went to see Ricky Gervais the other day, so I got a bit of inspiration for him. But a man's been going around killing people by force feeding them drinking chocolate. Police say looking for a dangerous psychopath. And on that bombshell, I tell you, come all the way. It's been brilliant. Thank you very much. Rory Jones says, "Good night." Thank you.
Rory Jones, come on.